Hello, friend. I'm Steve, the old get out of debt guy. And today we need to talk about financial intimacy. They shared everything. They laughed at the same inside jokes. They could finish each other's sentences, had favorite takeout spots, and even one of those dueling thermostats where neither person ever wins. They done the big stuff. They moved in together, talked about marriage, even picked out baby names over pancakes once. They were close. But not close enough, because when it came to one particular subject, there was distance. And that subject? Money. Isn't it wild? Two people can swap bodily fluids, make a baby together. But when it's time to share a credit score, that's too intimate. Now, don't get me wrong. Some couples make it work with separate bank accounts. I've seen it. But I've also worked with folks who insisted on keeping everything separate, not just the accounts, but the conversations. And what started out as independence eventually became something else: secrecy, shame, and silence. Let me tell you about one couple I'll never forget. They'd been together for years. Deep love, solid plans, the kind of relationship you root for. But he had a secret. He had a bad credit score, collections, old debts he never told her about. And every time she asked if they could sit down and look at their credit reports together, he'd change the subject. He'd make a joke, say, it's not the right time. Until one day she said, "Look, we've shared everything else. If we can't talk about our finances now, how are we ever going to build a future?" And then she said the words that haunted him and he never forgot. "Let's look at our credit reports together, or I'm done. I'm moving on." He froze. He couldn't do it. And just like that, he lost the love of his life, not because of the number on his credit report, but because he just couldn't share the truth behind it. That's the thing. When we talk about financial intimacy, we're not really talking about dollars and cents. We're talking about trust, vulnerability, and connection. The ability to say, "I'm scared. I've made mistakes. I don't want to hide them from you anymore." And here's something that might surprise you. Studies show couples are more comfortable talking about their sex life than their financial life. And yet, financial stress is one of the leading causes of divorce. It's not the money that ruins things, it's the unspoken parts of it. And if you're sitting there right now thinking, "Wow, there's something I haven't told my partner," let me tell you, after 30 years of watching this, how this typically plays out. One person finally finds the courage to come forward. The other gets caught off guard. They're upset, hurt, maybe even furious. And yes, it'll probably be a frosty few days, but it thaws, especially if the person with the problem brings a plan. That's the magic phrase. Bring a plan. It's like this. What if you went to your partner and said, "I knew the house foundation's been crumbling, but hey, it's your problem now." Yeah, that's that's not going to go over well. But what if you said, "I knew the foundation was crumbling. I took responsibility. I got expert advice. I pulled together some quotes. Now, this might be a shock, but here's a real plan. Let's look at it together and see where we stand." Which approach do you think leads to a better outcome? You already know. And if you or someone you love is stuck in that secret-keeping space, here's what I tell folks. Don't do this alone. You don't know what you don't know. Reach out to someone who's seen it all and can help come armed with a plan. My friend and debt coach Damon Day is that guy. You can find him at damonday.com. He's not going to judge you. He's going to help you get real and unstuck. Jordan and Riley, that couple from earlier, they finally had the conversation. There were tears, confessions, and even some hard truths neither one wanted to hear. But in that moment, on that couch, with their laptops open and their fears laid bare, they found something more valuable than money. They found each other. So what happened to the guy who couldn't show his credit report? Well, he reached out to me a few years later, said he'd finally gotten his finances in order, took responsibility, got help, paid off the old debts. But the one thing he said he couldn't fix? Steve, I just waited too damn long, to be honest. And now you know the rest of the story. If you enjoyed the podcast today, it's free to subscribe. Hit the like button or tell someone about it. It'll help me. It'll help you too. I love win-win outcomes. And when you hit that like button, it tells the algorithm, hey, this was worth listening to. And that helps more folks find their way here. Until next time, stay open, stay kind, and remember to do good things. See ya. Got a money question keeping you up at night? Well, don't just Google it. Get real answers from real people who actually know what they're talking about. Head to getoutofdebt.org/podcast to ask your question, and you might hear it on an upcoming episode. But hey, if you'd rather keep it private, Damon Day has your back. Visit DAMONDAY.com because getting out of debt is easier with the right help. That's getoutofdebt.org/podcast, where smart money questions lead to smarter money moves.